I buried a wife, a daughter, and 9 brothers in war, but I never buried my music. Hello, my name is Raymond Ellison. I'm 104 years old, and this is the first time I've ever stood on a stage. When I was 12 years old, my father died in an explosion at a chemical plant. They never found his body. My mother buried an empty box with a photo inside. That day ended my childhood. At 18, I forged my medical records and joined the military, not because I wanted glory, but because I didn't know how else to feel alive. Figured dying in war was better than living without purpose. I served as a field medic during the war in the East. I stitched limbs back onto boys who were still screaming. I held friends in my lap as they took their last breath, eyes wide open, calling for their mothers. One night, our entire squad was hit by friendly fire. 9 men, all gone. I was the only one left, covered in blood, watching flames swallow the people I called family. When I got back, the nightmares followed. Every night I'd wake up screaming, drenched in sweat. I'd hear voices in my sleep, see faces that didn't blink, and in the silence I'd wonder why I was the one who survived. Coming home didn't feel like home. At the airport, someone spit on me. A woman holding a child called me a murderer. I didn't respond. I just kept walking until I opened the door to my garage and found my wife, Margaret, hanging from the ceiling. She had postpartum psychosis. Her daughter had just been born. The note she left said, "I don't recognize myself anymore." I held our newborn in my arms while I cut my wife down, and for the first time in my life, I was truly alone. But that little girl, Anna, she saved me. She gave me a reason to stay alive, to get out of bed, to keep breathing. She grew into the brightest, kindest soul I've ever known. She danced, she sang, she made me laugh when nothing else could. She was the light in a life that had been filled with darkness. And then one night, at 20 years old, she was driving home from her college recital when a drunk driver ran a red light. The man had 6 prior DUI arrests. He served 5 years. She never made it home. After that, I stopped talking, stopped celebrating birthdays, stopped opening the curtains. For the last 70 years, I've lived in silence. No friends, no visitors, no family. And a cracked old violin I bought at a yard sale for $4. It had 2 broken strings. I didn't know how to play, but I needed something, anything that didn't scream back at me. I taught myself quietly, alone. No one ever heard me play, not once. But I made a promise to myself. If I lived to 98, I'd come here, to this stage. I'd let the world hear the sound of a man who lost everything except music. I'm 104 now. I know my time is short. My doctor warned me not to come. Said my heart might not handle the stress. But if I have to die, I want to die holding this violin, with my song echoing through the air, all with my regrets. I don't fear death. I've sat next to it too many times. What I fear is disappearing without anyone knowing I was ever here, that I ever loved, that I ever survived. So, if this is my last moment, please listen closely, not just to the notes, but to the man behind them. This is my voice. This is my life. This is my final song.